meeting will come to order, please. I guess the first item on the agenda is approval of the agenda. I have a motion to approve.
I make the motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The next thing is approval of the minutes. Everybody should have a copy of the minutes from the last meeting. Any changes?
No, Candace took care of the one that I had seen. Yeah. Her name is different. She's not Holden. She fixed it.
Okay. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next thing on the agenda is program and facility updates. Christine?
The volunteer appreciation luncheon is next Thursday at noon. I know you guys got an email on that, but just to recap, the egg hunt is going to be Friday night, the 19th. I told you I would announce times this month. So far we have close to 300 that have called in so far. We'll reach probably 400 before it's over with, like we normally do. The first hunt, I'm going to do it a little different this year. So the first hunt's going to start around 7, and those people have been given a check-in time to get here. The second hunt will begin around 7:30 or as close as we can, and those people have been given a different check-in time to be here. Because last year we had them all checking in at the same time. I do need some assistance from the board for anybody that can be here. That's always a big night. And you can contact me later to let me know. You don't have to let me know today. Our first group though is full, and normally how I do that is if you have a child that is 7 years old or under, I put you in the first group to go out because it can get late and small children need to get to bed, but we have filled that to capacity. So now it's anybody that wants to come in that's left is going to be in the second group, and that one's about a quarter of the way full. And concerts, I picked 2 dates out. These we can move around. We still have some flexibility, but I'm looking at June the 23rd and July 28th, which is the main event band the first time and big time band the second time, being our 50/50s, based on draw of people that I think are going to attend those. So if you can work either or both of those nights, the board does ticket sales, and then we get to keep, of course, half of the profits that are taken in that night for the department. And if you haven't noticed, and I'm sure everybody that drove down the boulevard has, the park horse is getting a facelift thanks to a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout project. And we will be recognizing him in a future board meeting. I'm thinking May, because I don't think he'll have it complete to make the April cutoff.
So this is one like Eagle Scout.
It's one Eagle Scout, but the way that project works is that as part of his project, he has to do financing as well as leadership. So he has to lead a team of, so there are other scouts that are working under his direction. When they get to their major project, I guess it's more about leading than the hands-on aspect of him doing it all himself.
Can we back up just a moment to the egg hunt? What time would you need us here?
I would like the board here by 5:45.
I know we're supposed to stay and fill eggs.
Today, if you
today.
can.
Yes. I'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Is somebody wearing the bunny suit this year?
Yeah,
I want to.
You'd want to? Okay. We have a person that normally does that. I don't want to get, and I have sent word to them, but if they are tied up, then you have now gotten your volunteer task. And I am beginning to, based on the information, and some of you were at the board meeting here the other night, but we have been linked up with DOT pretty closely. The building inspector ended up meeting with them when I was in Washington for the conference. And I feel better about the impacts to the summer based on what they've been willing to do with their staging and the fact that they took a list of our events to be cognizant of. So I'm feeling better about our impacts to concerts and tie-dye and that kind of thing.
So the parking may be better and the seating may be
Better than what I was thinking last time.
Are they gonna work around the times of the concerts?
They're going to do their best to work around the times for the concerts. And I don't think festival impacts are going to be as bad as we were anticipating either. So.
Anything else?
That's it.
That's it?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Friday for the egg hunt, we're coming to set up the tables.
We will take care of that beforehand. That's something I can do earlier in the day. So it will just be what you were here last year. Yes. Yeah. So for your sake, Candace, because you're brand new, what we normally do is half the board, or about half the board works outside, half the board in here. We have refreshments in here and the bunny pictures. And it's just keeping the refreshments moving, people moving through the line, children in the line in an orderly fashion. And I also recruit some community volunteers. Outside is putting the eggs out, and then as the eggs come back with the numbers on them, verifying that that's all their number. They didn't pick up a different number, kind of thing, passing out gift baskets. So, and handling registration tables. So we kind of divide and conquer. And people let me know if they have a preference based on temperature, allergies, or that kind of thing. So
I had no idea the numbers were as large as they were, but someone shared with me that runs one of these large egg hunts, that they used to stuff those things like
I can't hear you.
They used to stuff the eggs like we're going to do today, or have some have been done. And they quit doing that, and basically they hid the plastic eggs, and then if you had like 10 eggs, you'd have tables set up with the candy and the goodies. And so if you found 10 eggs, you would go pick up 10 things from the prize table rather than doing all the stuffing. They said a lot of those eggs would get, opened up, and when you're trying to hide them and all that. So I didn't know your numbers were as large, but that's just food for thought. I don't know the logistics of how this runs because, I was new last summer, so I've not been through an egg hunt either.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I've never noticed the eggs coming apart because it's done so quickly.
As they age, when we're tossing, because we go out and just toss and spread the numbers out so that they're not all together. As we're tossing, sometimes they do pop open, but what we do is this year you guys are in luck because it's a whole new batch of eggs. So they've already been filled by the company. We just have to number and bag them today. But that's good to keep in mind for next year. That
This one, I think they have like 150 or 200. I didn't know how large it was. But the fact that they just thought it was time consuming to fill them and all of that. So it's just food for thought.
that's a good idea.
It's great though that the company that you're using does that.
They do, and I don't really think we can beat it. It's this public information, public knowledge. If somebody will request it, it's a case of 2,000 eggs, and it's $136, and they come filled.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
but we do try to be environmentally sound and recycle them and fill them. So we look at both aspects. We'll run them through for 3 or 4 years, and then we'll do a new all over order.
So the children open the eggs and dump the stuff out and leave you the eggs.
Mm-hmm. And we collect those numbers again, and we'll hopefully have them already marked next year. So it's half on one, half on the other. You're either having a year where you're stuffing them all, or you're having a year where you're numbering them all, I guess.
And you really don't do a lot of hiding. I mean, it's not like your traditional Easter egg hunt where you actually have to hide the eggs.
Yeah, they're just looking
because
for
they're
their
scattered
numbers.
and they're looking for their number. I was amazed because I wondered the first time how in the world you pulled off doing 200 kids in that space, and it works brilliantly, I think. It beats dropping them out of a helicopter.
It does.
Beats driving the children out of helicopters.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else on the board have any comments?
Question about next month's meeting. Do we ever change that date, or are the other town dates such that we are stuck with those dates? Like if you found out a large number could not be here ahead of time, do you ever modify the date, the meeting date?
If it changes, it's considered a special meeting.
Okay.
Typically, we don't change it unless we are knocked from the room, because the Board of Commissioners do have preference, and this is budget time, and they can call the meeting anytime they deem within 48 hours. So that happened to my Inland Beach Board this last week. We got bumped because the budget, and then we got moved to the afternoon. We typically don't, but as Karen mentioned, you don't want to do this all the time, but we do have the ability to cancel a meeting if there's nothing super pressing that needs to be voted on business-wise. So I would say that that's probably your first course of action if a lot of people aren't going to be here.
Okay, I know I will not be
I
here.
will not either. It's National Day of Prayer, and I have commitments.
And I won't be here either.
Okay.
That's 3.
May 2nd?
Yours will be here? It's May 2nd, yeah.
And it was Karen. So we know we only have 3. So I'll talk to Karen. And if something comes up that this board needs to vote on that I know about before then we'll look at dates for a special meeting, which would involve me sending out, just so y'all know ahead of time, just remember you can't reply all, because that's considered a digital meeting, and just if I send out what's your availability, send me dates you're available, and then I'll coordinate that on my end on what is the majority of people here.
Well, I know I'll be gone the first 2 weeks in May.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, there being no members of the public present, I assume there's no public comments, so we'll dispense with that.
I have one quick question. What day are you starting tie-dye?
It'll be good to
Have you thought that far?
I have thought that far ahead, and I'm sorry. I think I left my phone on my desk when I was carrying stuff into there. It's the teen week of June, so it would be like the whatever the Tuesday is. That's the teen week of June. Help me out there. So you got
The 11th?
the 11th.
And that time is 3?
We do 2 to 3:30,
So you need us here
But-
by 1:30?
1:30.
Anything else? I know we're planning on numbering eggs. Can we do that after we adjourn?
We can, because we're not going to discuss any business.
Okay, sounds good to me. All right, that wraps up everything. We'll move to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Oh, 2nd.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Meeting